8 on the agenda, which is the Fendalton Waimairi Community Board, and invite Val Carter to join us. Thank you.
Good morning.
Welcome.
I've got 3 reports. There's not a lot on them. We had the Silver Birch meeting in the middle of the holidays, which caused a bit of publicity. The traffic problems outside Burnside High are just going to start again as school's starting and university's going back. But other than that, there's not a lot in these reports.
Okay, so we've got 3 reports in front of us. I'm going to assume that Jimmy Chen's going to move them and Jamie Goff is going to second them. Oh, sorry, I've got the wrong one. I've got, no, well, you've got nothing to do with this. Jamie Goff is going to move it and Ref Benji is going to second it. Are there any questions for Val? Pauline Cotter.
Thank you. I won't take up much time. I see you've resolved the Silver Birch, but you've got gum trees on the roundabout at Bishopdale here. And Val, we were talking about the tree policy review recently. Did you sit on that? Can you do you know where that is at the moment? What happened with that? Was it parked or?
Yeah. It hasn't been resurrected since earthquakes, so it's been sitting there for 3 years.
Right, I just. Doesn't have to be right now, but it's a very complex issue. Trees, obviously, on many facets in the city. So, and I'm quite passionate about trees, and so are a lot of members of the community. We had some groups in St Albans who'd been trying to get a group of trees protected since 2004, and they were cut down a month ago anonymously on Peck Street. And Peggy Kelly, she was in tears for 2 days and couldn't speak. So this is how important trees are to us in the city, and I think it would be quite good if we could actually revisit that at some point when it's appropriate.
Well, I think you've raised a very important point, and it's a little bit like the use of public space, and the criteria around application and fees and various criteria that have to be met. I was going to sort of say that's another branch of council, but there you go, can't help myself. And I think it is important that we get a tree policy back on the agenda. This is the time to do it. So rather than wait, because we've got significant work going on in the city, and so if we are going to address these issues, it might be better to do so in a policy setting that actually reflects the position that we're in today, rather than where we were 3 years ago. Are there any other questions, Yanni?
Under page 23, 6.2, mowing contract, did the board have concerns over the quality of what was happening, or was that just kind of a general presentation?
Yes, we had a complaint about the length of the grass in Burnside Park,
right.
And other council people, staff, had complaints about some of the length of the grass in the parks. But it was a new contract, and I think the staff are very aware of what has been happening.
I think because our levels of service have been reflecting this as well, and yes. I know that there's other places around that councils have. I don't know if the CE could take a particular interest in ensuring that this is looked into. It's just, it does concern me to see some of the lack of maintenance in some of our parks, and I know we've got contract monitoring in place, but clearly it's not working. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting.
I don't think they're mowing as often as they used to be.
Right. So maybe that's a conversation we need to have through the annual plan, draft annual plan, around the levels of service of mowing our parks. If that's changed, then I think we just need to be upfront with our communities.
Yep.
Thank you.
Tim?
I would actually like to get an understanding of the contracts and how they work, because I've dealt, I think, with 3 requests in Hoonhay and other parts of our ward with regards to long grass and parks, and when I went and saw one of them, it was actually particularly long, which I was surprised about. But it's not only just that, it's also overhanging branches on footpaths, etc. And so I'd actually really like a review or just an understanding of how that is operating, because we've also got an issue with the Early Clark Reserve and how that's managed as well. So thank you for bringing it up, Val.
Thank you.
Well, very good. Well, I'll put that the 3 reports be received. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.